some books, when they first come out, you can't get them on the Kindle, which is good. Because, you know, I have these mixed emotions about not being able to go into a bookstore like we used to be able to. And so this book called Turn and Jump by Howard Mansfield, it was reviewed in the New York Times, and it's about the fact that at one time, and I didn't realize this, we didn't have uniform time across the country. Well, I know we have Central Time, Pacific Time. I don't mean that. I meant that until trains started running, 2 o'clock in Peoria might be 2:20 in St. Louis, and 2 o'clock in Cleveland it might be whatever, because nobody synchronized time. It wasn't until we got trains and trains said, wait a minute, we're going to pull into your city at 2 o'clock. Then they said, well, no, set your watches across the country. And he says that maybe the reason that we don't pay a lot of attention to time, because maybe we don't want to really consider the fact that our time is limited here on Earth. And there's so many different approaches to time. What is time and its use? Timescape. I haven't started it yet, but the review fascinated me, so I picked up this book. Haven't gotten to it yet, but I will. And Charles Heath, my new drummer, I read this, about 7, 8 years ago, and I really enjoyed it, and I don't know what I did with it. It's Footprints, the life and work of Wayne Shorter. And he read it and said I might enjoy it, and it wasn't until I picked it up and started looking at it, I've read this already. Wayne Shorter is a very interesting person, as well as you know, one of the top improvisers. One of the things that I remember about Wayne Shorter in talking with him when I had my radio show and interviewing him was the inspiration that he gets from music. And I said, what do you mean? And Wayne Shorter said, well, most of my inspiration when I listen to other music doesn't come from European classical or other jazz musicians. Really? Well, where's your inspiration come from? And he says, I really enjoy listening to soundtracks because the composer is compelled or has to come up with different sounds to support different actions and movements in movies. And so they can't resort totally to what has been. They search for new ideas, new melodies, new harmonies, etc. And he's right. So since then, Wayne Shorter, I must thank you, I've been buying more soundtracks.